Sweet Morani, divine angels. I have a request for each one of you today. You are learning so many things from so many different sources every day. Yeah, you are learning so many different things from so many different sources every day. You are also implementing some of them. How about living your day on your own terms in every possible way? You will notice that most of the activities that you do throughout the day, most of it are an outcome of a fixed mindset. And fixed mindset is, as defined by Carroll, is however intelligent you are, in certain areas of your life, you think this cannot be changed. In certain areas of life, you behave exactly the same way every day, no matter what, whatever it takes. You do not make any attempt to make a change in those areas or transform those areas or upgrade those areas or upskill yourself or upscale yourself or update yourself. Okay. And collecting knowledge is an art. Working on it is a miracle. Yeah, you can write this down, what I said this morning, right now. Collecting information is an art. Working on them is a miracle. It's actually a miracle. Because, as I said, that most of the time, you and I focus on those activities which are routine in nature. And to do something extra, to do something extraordinary, do something that you have never done before, you need just two things. One is an intention, and the other thing is time. Many of you may be having those intentions. But last night when you went to bed, you probably thought about tomorrow when I get up, I will prioritize on these things. However, again, when that tomorrow night comes, you discover that you could hardly prioritize on the most of the things that you wanted to prioritize. It didn't work. And it didn't work because of something. You know what is so interesting about this whole thing? Like why most of the work that you do throughout the day doesn't give you anything out of it. That's just routine work. They are no way associated with the dreams that you're looking forward to fulfill in your life. It's just like that. Why this happened or how this happened? Most of the time it didn't happen because of you, but it all happened because of people in your life. It could be your parents, they could be your relatives, they could be your friends, they could be your teachers, they could be your colleagues in your office, they could be your neighbors, and they said something to you and you approved it, knowingly or unknowingly. And that made all the difference because you never challenged that what makes you think so or what makes you say so when somebody tells something about you. In your childhood, probably many a times, somebody or maybe a group of people or maybe people who are very important for you, they said something about you which you didn't find right for yourself, but you make an approval for that. You yourself approved it. Somebody said that you're an idiot and you approved it. You applied that fixed mindset and you became like that. And that is governing you today. Most of the actions that you're taking is governed by those thoughts which you created because somebody said something about you and you approved it. You didn't ask that person a counter question. Show me the data. What makes you think so? Okay. So you might be looking forward to this opportunity someday, maybe, that if I get this time or when I get this time, I will do it. Okay. Imagine God has given you that time today. Just imagine today is the day. And the today is the day you will do everything that you want to do on your own, irrespective of whatever is happening in your life. You jot down in somewhere those things which you really want to do in your lifetime. And imagine today is the day for you. Today is the day you can live on your own terms. How about declaring it to the world that this is the day I want to live on my own terms, no matter what, whatever it takes. And I seek cooperation from each one of you. How about that? This is the day, by the way. This is the only time you have from right now till you're going to bed tonight. That is the only time you have to do whatever you want to do in your life. How about living this time, at least for today? Maybe you won't get the same opportunity tomorrow. You didn't get those opportunities yesterday. Today you have this choice. How about being deliberate about this? That yes, I will not focus my attention on those things which I do not want to focus my attention. You may say that this is very difficult. What it will impact many people. But there are certain activities which I do throughout the day. And when I don't do that, it affects them. It's going to affect them. It has been habituated. They have become like that. There's a fixed mindset which is already prevailing in the mind of the people around me because of me. Imagine this. You do a lot of activities at home which requires your right hand. The right hand has to be fully active. Only then you can do those things for your family. Imagine that for some reason, for whatever reason, it just became useless. Maybe there's a fracture, maybe there is some numbness, maybe there is some pain, and it just happens to you right now. It happens so that you can't do those work which you're supposed to do. In fact, you need somebody's help to do your own work. All those work that you need to do with your right hand, which you do it for yourself, you need somebody else to do it. How life would be. You think that this is not possible. You are so busy. Where will all your busyness go? if your right hand don't function. Imagine this happens. It happens to many people. It has happened to many people today itself. They got up in the morning and for some reason their right hand is not functioning normal. What they are doing? Now where the whole attention is going? To all those activities that you do with your right hand, to all those people who will be getting impacted with that, including you, your whole world changes. Your whole world shifts. Just imagine that. Actually imagine it. That if your right hand doesn't function, let's for example, for next 6 hours, how life would be for you? What will happen to the people who depend on you? How they will act? How they will react? You may be preparing the breakfast for them. You may be doing their packing their tiffin box, but you can't do that. You just can't do that. How they are behaving with you? Are they behaving with you with sympathy, or they are behaving with you with empathy? How you're behaving with yourself? Where all those fixed mindset went away? Now you're in a complete growth mindset mode. You want to do something about it so that you can come out of it ASAP. This is what I'm talking about. Life is absolutely unpredictable, and you think it's predictable. It's not predictable. It looks like predictable. That when you get up in the morning, and these are the things you have to do throughout the day because you have done it for so many years till the time you got up to this morning. And all those activities which you do is dependent on the factor that what was supposed to complete those activities, they are in place. In our well-formed outcome, or as we call it, well-done outcome, there is a word called achievability. And in achievability, there are two components. One is can, which is your capabilities. Other one is will, which is the external factors. This will part of that well done outcome defines whether your outcome will be well done or not. Will defines the will, and this will includes many things. It's only will that allows whether it will be well done or it will be at all done. Okay. My only invitation is don't allow certain will factors to stop you from being who you want to be, to do what you want to do, to have what you want to have. Let us do it for today and see what happens. Being consciously aware of. Be absolutely clear that today is the only time that you have in your life to fulfill on those dreams, to work on those dreams, to move one step ahead to achieve those dreams. Make that a priority instead of all the other priorities. Before nature forces you to make it a priority, you force yourself to make it a priority and see what happens. Just do it for a day. Okay. So, with this new awareness, what do you see possible for yourself? That's the question I'm leaving you with to give an answer to yourself and see how you make a difference, not only for yourself, but for every person around you. Bye bye. And start living your life on your own terms, at least till the time you're going to bed tonight.